Join us as we explore the amazing locations in Sri Lanka of Kandy, Nuwara Eliya, and find out why it's called Little England. So why not hit that like button and stick along for the journey. If you're coming to Sri Lanka, visiting these places, you want to find out what it's like, then stick around. Let's get into it.
Hi.
So our first stop of the day is
The Dambulla cave temple,
which has cost 2,000 to enter per person.
so about £5.
Yep. And we've got to traverse this set of stairs, yes?
We do.
Great.
Keep walking.
Let's get walking. Amazing view.
Me holding control.
That's the view.
Lol.
How much longer is there to go, Ed?
Pretty much here.
Okay. Wow. There's even like inscriptions over here on the stone. Can you see it?
Yeah, like every hour.
It's amazing, isn't it?
Yeah. It's like carved into the stone.
To active yourself. It's like
So this is a stupa. And a stupa represents the circle of birth and rebirth in Buddhism. Often in stupas they'll have the Buddha in the four positions.
On either side of the...
So Buddha as a child, Buddha standing up, Buddha in the lotus pose, symbolising his enlightenment, and Buddha usually lying down, symbolising Buddha's final death.
Interesting.
So you'll see them all over, particularly Sri Lanka, but I guess in lots of other places in Asia too.
And then in here...
Yeah. Wow. This is a famous cave.
It took a minute for my head to realise this isn't material hanging down, but it's the painting on the smooth rock face.
Yeah. It's like the Sistine Chapel.
Yeah. And these are all Buddhas,
These are all Buddhas.
but in different states.
Yeah, so typically if there's a big fan behind, it's to do with enlightenment.
The head of Buddha is pretty much touching the rock in all of these places.
I might be wrong, but I think that the three-headed snake above Buddha represents whilst he was under the Bodhi tree, he was visited by Mara. So Mara is like the inner demons of like desire, sensations like hunger and thirst that will distract us, wanting to be entertained, boredom. So they visited him repeatedly the longer he meditated, and it was like those intuitions trying to get him away from meditating. And so he had to just lean more into his practice of meditation
To ignore this.
to ignore that, because he knew that if he just gave in, he would then, if he gave in to being bored, at some point in the future he would be bored again. If he gave in to being hungry, at some point again in the future he would just be hungry. So he just practiced trying to not give in to those internal feelings.
Amazing. Got like different coloured lotus flowers down here, like blue, white, red. Massive mouth that you walk through, get to the entrance of the museum.
It is Mara.
And then a huge Buddha above. Wow, so what is this? This is nuts.
cashew.
So the cashew is on the end,
Cashew is this one, yeah.
and this is the fruit. So do you eat both?
Yeah.
Ah.
This one and cashew we contain inside.
Wow. Okay. So that's the cashew. Wow. That's crazy. So you have to separate them, like chop, like chop. So I use the knife and then chop the cashew out of the fruit.
Yeah.
Ah. Okay. Wow. So then, does a different color make it taste different?
No, so this is coming like this, like a pink color.
Ah. Yeah. Go on then, Ed. Try this cashew fruit. So you don't eat the nut then? They keep the nut.
They keep the nut so they can maybe grow another.
And they, so the fruit grows from the nut?
Mm-hmm.
Huh? Ah.
So. It's juicy.
Everybody know cashew, but they don't know how cashew comes.
No,
That fruit, yeah.
I did not realise. It makes sense. It tastes like a cashew nut, but it's juicy. And the pepper on it is very nice. You taste the flavour more clearly. Wow.
Where are we at?
We are on the road to Nuwara Eliya in the upland part of Sri Lanka, which is the tea growing area, one of the famous tea growing areas, and you can see why. Tea loves very humid and wet conditions.
So all of these are tea plantations over here,
Yep,
and all the clouds are just hovering around. It's amazing.
it's so beautiful.
Yeah. And how high up is Nuwara Eliya?
So we're currently at 1,000 metres and Nuwara Eliya is at 2,000 metres, so we've still got another 1,000 metres to climb. And yeah, the road is just constantly up and very winding. It was really nice talking to the tea factory, and they were explaining how the climate is changing very quickly here, and how the hotter days are getting much hotter and the wetter days are getting much wetter, and how the climate is becoming more erratic and the tea trees are actually being damaged and they're seeing their yield kind of decrease year on year. So it's super interesting to see the effects of climate change in a place that is so beautiful, and you know, to the newcomer to the area, it just looks perfect, doesn't it?
It's stunning. We best get ourselves back in that car then if we've got more to climb.
Oh wow, yeah, I can see just there. People can walk through the tunnel.
I think this is our accommodation for tonight. Wow.
Welcome to our accommodation, Eco Creations at Nuwara Eliya.
Do you want to check out the inside? Let's have a look. So there's this great balcony area here, which we were sat last night, weren't we, having some tea. And the views are just stunning, like look at that view.
Because we're here on the off season, the rainy season, the owner really kindly upgraded us to this amazing suite.
Do you give us the tour, Ed?
Okay, so we have this, as James said, this gorgeous little seating area. They're all made out of wood, got some natural plants. Coming through into the room, everything's made of wood here, which is the first thing you notice. It's a really nice seating area, and it's like a coffee table, tea, coffee, all the things that you need, a television if you like such things, and then we've got a nice place to hang your clothes in a really nice recycled, upcycled wardrobe, and nice places to hang your clothes on the pegs as well. Mosquito net. Many people said you don't need a mosquito net in this part of Sri Lanka. We actually found there were quite a lot of mosquitoes, so we were very, very grateful for this. really soft, comfy blanket. And what you'll notice in this room is there's no fan and there's no air conditioning, which is quite rare for Sri Lanka. The temperature, even in the summer here, gets down to around the mid-20s during the day, and maybe around 15 to 16 at night, so perfectly cool enough to sleep. Super soft, comfy bed. Bounce test. We're loving the extra single beds in all of these rooms because they're usually where our bags go. A decent sized mirror, again something that not every accommodation has. And then moving through into the bathroom, I personally quite like this. So you go down some steps and then you've got here an electric shower. Just took a little bit of figuring out, mainly that I was overcomplicating it, and all you had to do was turn the water on and then it worked. And yeah, everything you'd expect from a bathroom: a serviceable toilet, a very comfortable sink, a nice mirror above the sink.
Great views out the window while you're having a shower.
And again, plenty of pegs and places to hang things. Really, really well thought out.
That's the room tour here. We booked this place pretty much 2 days before we arrived.
We did.
And we're the only people here. We also got a really nice Sri Lankan breakfast this morning.
We did. It was absolutely amazing.
And they also do serve dinner as well if you arrive and you want. I mean, you were out on this area, but let's just take you to the restaurant bit.
Yeah, sure.
Because you were doing some yoga out here. Do you want to show?
Yeah. It's a really nice breakfast and restaurant area. It really does feel like being at home in many ways. Like just very, very familiar and comfortable. Lots of wood. And then walking out here onto this balcony. So I was practicing yoga out here this morning, which was really nice, and recording a couple of videos for my channel. And yeah, really nice view, really nice space.
I think it was around £40 that it cost for the room in total. We're here in May, so it's in the off season. But now, giving you the room tour, we should probably go and explore Nuwara Eliya, because there's so much to go and see in this old hill town, which is where the British used to come on holiday in Sri Lanka when it got too hot.
And you'll start to notice, maybe as we go around, spots for the buildings that might look like they belong in Europe, the British architecture.
So the British flag is there, the American flag, the Spanish, French, Italian, Indian, Sri Lankan, Australian, German. Oh, this is pretty good. I'm remembering quite a lot of them. I love all these watering pots as well. You know, different.
They remind us of our ones at home, right?
Yeah, it's so cool. Wow. Massive staircase. Ah, amazing. Thank you. Wow. It's got many of the original wooden floors and swing doors, and the fireplace is lit every evening. Wow.
It's cold enough.
Yeah, it's nice and cool in here. So these must be like the original fireplaces. We've got a jewellery shop inside for those essential special purposes. The hotel bar, wow, okay. At the library, cocktail. Yes, very fancy. Hoo-hoo.
Very nice style.
Guessing not readable books. You've got a piano in here as well.
Oh wow. Oh, which makes sense maybe.
Yeah. We recognise her.
Oh yeah, Queen. Princess Bella.
Yeah. Of course. This is more like royalty. These are more celebrity. Sir Roger Moore. So many staff even back then, right?
Mrs. Jordan's.
Yeah.
This is a main restaurant.
Restaurant, the main restaurant. Aha. How many people do you? Ah, wow. Hello. Good morning. Wow. Yeah. The old knives and forks. Oh. Even the old cups. Table numbers. Wow. It's like a museum and a hotel in one. Oh wow. Amazing. Would originally there would have been a roof here? Would it be open?
Open.
Open originally. Wow. Oh my gosh, where are we going now? Shops. Ah, so it has its own like shopping centre in the hotel. Wow. So you got your own gift shop. Ba, 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 ba.
So anywhere sit, no problem.
Ah, can you sit outside?
It's a nice place, sell flower. Yeah.
Ah. And then the service from the cafe?
Yes, everything.
Ah, can I
Cappuccino, espresso, coffee latte.
can I go in and have a look? I want to see the option, the cake
Right,
and
cake.
food. Yes, yeah.
Take a seat and bring the bill.
Ah, the menu.
You look, here come in now and bring the bill.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
Take a seat.
Wow.
Cake and
Yes.
coffee, no?
Yes, yeah. But if I can see menu of the cake, yes, yeah. So just been given a little private tour there of the hotel by, I'm guessing, just one of the people who works there. It seems to be a thing. We weren't the only people being shown around that hotel, were we?
No, I think it's a bit of a tourist experience.
Yes.
People are very proud. That's one thing I'm really noticing. People are very proud of the English like connection here, which is really interesting. Just to hear people being so positive and appreciative, which is very interesting.
Because our initial thoughts would be, when obviously Britain has been in countries which they have had occupation in, it's not a great thing because we've come in and taken over something that probably people did not want.
Yeah.
But then it's a complicated thing, I think. When I was speaking to people in India as well, a lot of Indians were saying that they were grateful for the British because there was roads and there was trains and infrastructure. And again, my presumption would be that the people of those countries would have had those things anyway if we hadn't have come in and taken natural resources from their country. But the legacy is that people are grateful for some of those things that are there. Because when they gain independence, they have then got the ability to have, like they were saying here, tea factories as well, weren't they? Like tea production
And rubber production.
was brought to Sri Lanka from the British.
And also
But-
today, a lot of these buildings are the buildings that people come to visit. It says tourism too.
Let's have a look. Oh. I'm probably going to go with a iced cafe latte,
Iced coffee latte.
please. And oh, actually, no, they have frappe. Sorry, no. Can I go with a vanilla coffee frappe?
Vanilla coffee papi.
Yes, please. Black Forest cake.
Black forest cake.
Yes. Do you know what? It's so confusing. When the bill came for the hotel for the dinner last night, it was 1,900, and I was there with a 5,000 note, and I was like, I don't have enough money. Let me go upstairs and get another 5,000 note, because in my head I'm like, it's 10,000. I don't know whether it's because I've been in India, and so therefore I've had like my whole perception of currency at the moment in numbers is just completely out the window.
Is it?
Yeah. I'm like adding an extra zero onto everything for some reason, on top of like
I think my brain is just about getting used to, on day 4, my brain is just about getting used to 1,000 being about £2.50.
let's check.
Let's check that. Let's fact check.
There's a really good app actually I've been using. So 10,000 is £26, and so
Yeah, 1,000 would be about £2.50.
£2.66.
I'm not gonna be trying multiplying £2.66.
That's not bad then. So then the frappe I think was about maybe like 1,400, so it's like £3. I mean, it's about the same price you pay in the UK, but it's going to be expensive here
My latte is
because you're at a 5-star hotel. I'm guessing this is a 5-star hotel.
I'm guessing so.
And we've also got someone coming and delivering the coffee to us in this amazing perfectly landscaped garden outside. Beautiful. Absolutely stunning. And what's also really nice is the cool breeze. It's the first time I've been outside in shorts and a nice cool breeze. Just stand up and let's have a look. These are clothes that you bought yesterday from the clothes shop, right?
Yeah.
Look at you. See, I'm not brave enough to wear a sarong. I just don't trust that it wouldn't fall down but yeah.
Traditional clothing worn by men in Sri Lanka. It's very nice because...
So wait,
Yeah.
you're saying that the sarong was actually worn by men because wasn't there this whole thing when David Beckham wore a sarong and he got completely criticised in the press for being like feminine and a woman and...
Maybe, I don't know, I don't remember that, but people come up with some strange things.
So it's actually, because it's interesting you say that, like I've noticed a lot of men here wearing it and also in India as well they wear similar...
So women will wear saris, whereas men wear sarongs. And they're beautiful because you get the wind passing through, it's nice and breezy, you don't wear anything underneath. And yeah, they're just really lovely, very simple garments.
Nice.
Very colourful as well.
Give us a twirl. With your cotton elephant shirt. How much did these set you back then for a sarong and a cotton elephant shirt?
We had to do quite a lot of bargaining in the shop to get the price to something that was more affordable for the budget I had. But the woman seemed to be very happy to work with that budget. So it's not, I can't remember exactly what everything cost, but we reckon the sarong's probably about £20, the shirt's probably about £20, everything averaged about £20 in the end.
Yeah.
So that feels fair.
This Battenberg cake. Fat.
Oh my word.
What was mine? Gatto.
It was chocolate gatto. Maybe I can have a bit of yours too.
Chocolate gatto. Hello. Wow. Look at the frequency of the service here of the collection. Much better than in the UK. So 5:15 the first collection, 6:30, 7:30, 8:30, pretty much every hour until lunchtime, all the way through till 7:30 in the evening. That's amazing. So strange seeing red post boxes everywhere. Wonder what it's like inside. Let's go have a look. Let's see how long this will take to get back to the UK. Hello, can I buy this postcard?
Yes.
Do you buy the stamps here as well? Over there. Perfect. Okay. How much? 50. So let's go and write this postcard and send it back to the UK. Got a full table here set up.
Here we are in the centre of Nuwara Eliya, and it's called Little England. And let's have a look. I mean, it wouldn't be out of place in England.
Oh, it's the Lions.
Yeah, well, maybe sponsored by the Lions Club.
Lions Sanitarium Clock Tower.
Interesting. I think the climate is more like England than anything else. Feels like their building style is almost like in Northern Europe.
Yeah.
Maybe somewhere like Norway or Denmark, perhaps. Maybe Germany.
Yeah. We're going to go have a wander around some of the shops.
See what there is.
And just, check out, even though it's chucking it down with rain, you can see behind us here, or in front of us here, all these clouds. You can see all these clouds over here on the mountains that bring in the rain. Ooh. So we've got this umbrella to keep us warm. Let's go have a look, shall we?
Okay.
This is interesting. So you're able to go to a pawn shop to sell your things, but then also buy your teas? Like what kind of tea have they got here? Like jasmine tea, Earl Grey, I recognise Earl Grey. Masala chai. Huh. Wow. That's like what we had yesterday, BOP.
BOP.
Yeah. And look, you've got eggs here in a basket. You can get all of the rices. Where are we going to go next, Dad? We'll just wander. Do you want to cross over? I feel like there's not much on this side. Any more that way? So you've been to Nuwara Eliya before, right?
No.
No, this is your first time.
First time.
So what would be your thoughts so far?
Yeah, it's kind of interesting. I think people come here for tourists will probably want to come here to see the stuff that's very similar to Europe in this climate.
Which is odd, right?
Yeah.
That we travel all this way to then want to see things that are familiar.
Yeah. But yeah, I guess my thoughts so far is it feels like quite a nice little markety town. Everyone's very friendly and smiley. Yeah. So one thing I noticed whilst we were standing in the queue for the ATM was I glanced around at everybody and noticed how stylish everyone is here. And I guess as the weather is a lot cooler, you can actually think a bit more about like what you might want to wear rather than what's practical to wear. So there's a lot of jeans here. There's a lot of like woolly hats, like a lot of the younger youth wearing woolly hats.
Which is mental because it's not that cold.
No.
In our perception of the weather.
I mean, this is a warm day in England.
This is like a summer's day if it wasn't raining. I mean, if it was raining, it'd be a summer's day.
But our driver Dinesh was saying it's like, oh, it's very cold here today. And we were like, okay.
You can tell that you're in a place where Britain used to be.
Pubs everywhere.
What's the name of the hotel over there?
Windsor, after the royal family.
The Windsor
You
Hotel.
can see 1, 2, 3, 4 pubs.
Pub.
Yeah, everyone's wearing woolly hats.
It's very cold probably for people here compared to what the temperature is that they're used to. Just try and cross the road without getting killed. I'm on the hunt for a Diet Coke or Coke Zero.
Maybe in those little shops.
Diet Coke doesn't really exist over here. Every soft drink here has a higher volume of sugar in it, so if you're trying to avoid having lots of sugar, you will find it quite difficult. Do you think a pharmacy will sell Diet Coke?
I think right.
Okay, we're going right. I feel like Ed knows something I don't about some of these shops back here. Wow, look at these pans. They're huge. Massive teapots. Oh, I think we found our shop. What is this Portello grape? Doesn't say how much sugar's in it.
When in doubt. Can you get a couple?
No, it's okay.
Okay.
I can survive with just one Coke Zero. Not a monster. Successful purchase of non-sugar-based beverage. Well done, Ed.
Right, my Coke Zero sensor is clearly working.
Yes, it is. Now let's try and find where the Dinesh sensor.
Dinesh is over here.
Perfect.
I can see.
There he is.
We're going to take the train to Ella, which is one of the most scenic journeys in the world, and will take us through the mountains, tea plantations, and across the famous Nine Arches Bridge.
Ooh. You need your passport to book, so ensure you have your passport. Do you want to run ahead? There's a queue forming, causing chaos here at the train station.
This one comes in the Colombo type, but here have 115 Nanway.
Okay, and then we go to Dambulla.
Badulla, yeah.
Yeah.
You get down from Jamodar.
Yeah.
That was so good. So there was a different train that we were going to book.
No,
But then there's 150.
Odyssey is very nice experience.
So the Odyssey train is the one to get if you want to go in it. Take pictures on the bridge and on the waterfall.
Yeah.
Here's our train over here.
Wow.
That's the sign. We're about to set off.